Hello everybody, welcome back to another really crappy video of me mukbanging. And today we have 2 Big Macs, a large fry which I've already started on, and a Coke. I'm going to try to see. I keep holding up my food when I eat it, and alright, I set you on one of the Big Mac boxes. Okay, this isn't perfect, but this is about as good as I can do. Look at that beautiful Big Mac. So, I made Matthew Lush, of all people, mad at me. The guy who goes by Gaygod on YouTube. It really wasn't intentional, but three months ago, I left a comment on Chaos Untold's channel. She was, I believe it was the train wreck that is Matthew Lush is the video. It was intimated that Matthew Lush made up a story about being left for dead by his ex-boyfriend. Like he did a suicide attempt or something like that, and his boyfriend left him for dead. But then later he said that his boyfriend had nothing to do with it. And so I wrote a comment something like, wow, that's terrible that that's just awful that he said his boyfriend left him for dead, or they lied about it. And well, Anyway, three months later, Matthew does this video about mean comments that he's gotten. And one of my comments on Chaos Untold's channel, the train wreck that's Matthew Lush, got highlighted and just put he was upset about it. He's like, that's a fucked up comment. And and of course I felt bad. I couldn't even remember why I had thought that. Then I had to rewatch Chaos Untold's her video, and then I realized why I had said it. But I still feel a little bad because I obviously upset the man. And I mean, why be upset by someone as minuscule as me? But he was. And I am sorry that he felt bad. I'm not the sort of person that likes to hurt people's feelings. And let's be honest here. I'm no one to talk about suicide attempts. I've done it myself. And probably the one time I was hospitalized, I'm definitely nobody to cast aspersions on somebody. I actually thought my best friend at the time didn't want anything else to do with me, and it upset me so bad that I did at least a gesture, okay? And I wound up in the hospital. So I can't really say anything bad about him. If he really did make an attempt on himself. So, on the really off chance that he sees this, I'm sorry. Let's see. Should I have some french fries next, or? I'm not going to eat the next Big Mac because I'm using that to prop this phone up, so. McDonald's is my favorite fast food restaurant. I think I probably got a little bit overzealous by ordering a large fry as well, 2 Big Macs. These are exceptionally good fries, not too crispy. I need a freaking tripod or something. Excuse me. You can always expect really high production values. So I finally got a YMCA membership, and it's sort of surreal swimming in the same swimming pool that I learned how to swim in when I was about 6. So unfortunately, they had a fire a couple of years back, and I don't know if that contributed to it or if they just wanted to modernize the pool, but they've made it into a family pool. So the really cool 1950s look of the swimming pool is gone, and it's no longer really deep at one end, which kind of makes me sad. I may put a little footage of the swimming pool. The lap pool, which is usually full anyway, it's the pump on the pool broke, and so it's been closed the last couple of days. As is the hot tub. It's really nice there. A lot nicer than the YWCA. Because at the YWCA, though they have a larger pool, they don't have all the cardio equipment, the hot tub, the sauna, and the steam room, and junk like that. Plus, they don't have reduced rates for poor people, and YMCA does. If you fill out an application, they gave me 45% off, which will amount to about $25 a month. But it's worth it to me because I don't think they're going to be opening the pool at my apartment complex anytime soon. All that's swimming in there are frogs and stagnant water. Plus, I get access to the public pool near my house, which is big and does have really deep end, which I like to swim in really deep water. And because the YMCA is running the public pools, so on the weekends I'm probably going to go over there. The problem with that pool is they let everybody in if you've got $2 to spare. And so everybody and their mother's there. I grossly overestimated my appetite. I'm definitely wilting. I'm usually quite capable of downing 2 Big Macs, but with the fries, it's a kind. So I was thinking about the Parkland massacre and about how that guy's being prosecuted for not going in there and trying to help the kids. And there's a part of me that feels a little bad for him. Because I guess self-preservation was a big thing. And I mean, I suppose you shouldn't take a job like that if you're not willing to risk your life with somebody. Which he probably would have risked his life and maybe even have died if he had gone in there. But I mean, people are telling him to go to hell, burn in hell, And I mean, I get it. He let a bunch of people die. And he might not have been able to have saved anybody, but he might have. And I think if I had been him and I had known those kids, because I suppose he saw all those kids every day, I think I would have tried to have done something. But you never know, do you? God, the lighting in here is awful. All right. So I heard
What?
So I heard that Beto wants to limit Supreme Court terms. I think that's a bad idea. The beauty of the judicial branch, supposedly, is that they don't have to worry about being elected, so they can rule as they truly see fit, and don't have to worry about losing their jobs. And he would be cutting off his nose to spite his face. I don't know how long Ginsburg's going to last, but I think it's a bad idea for term limits. Just as I think it's a bad to have term limits for Congress. People are actually elected. They're Congress people, and if people want to keep sending the same person back, who are you to tell them they can't? The only reason there's term limits for presidents is because when Roosevelt passed, they didn't want another 3-term president, and that's how term limits came into being. The more you know. Oh God, I'm getting full. How do these people who eat 500 things at once do it? I just don't get it. I'm gonna have a massive coronary before this is over with. At this point, I'd rather eat the meat out of it like Donald Trump does. I forgot to get a napkin, so excuse me. Um, um, sorry about umming all the time. I swear. Speaking of Donald Trump, I realized something about myself yesterday. Now, I'm the first person to come to the defense of one of my Republican friends and all. But my friend was talking to a man, and he admitted to voting for Trump. And I had an almost visceral reaction when I heard that part. And I didn't know how exactly prejudiced I was, actually. To the idea. I knew it wouldn't be my first choice in the romantic party, but I wasn't aware that I would have that much of a reaction. But I kept thinking to myself, man, I'd almost rather somebody admit they had herpes to me. And I was like, wow. Now, I'm sure in the right circumstances, if a guy was so wonderful that everything about him was just so wonderful, except for the misfortune of him being a Trump supporter, I'm sure there is in some universe somewhere, this wonderful, good-hearted, absolutely the best, non-racist, non-homophobic, non-whatever phobic you want to put in, and I'm sure in that universe or whatever, there'd be a guy that I'd be like, okay, how very interesting, or something. I hope nobody dislikes me for admitting that. Oh man. That's a beautiful pickle. Oh God.
Yeah. Oh, really?
The lettuce on Big Mac. Manna from heaven. Okay, this is how much is left. I'm a failure. But anyway, thank you for watching. You made it through. And I'll try to do better eventually. So, thank you.